Ladies, have you ever been in the situation where you meet a guy and physically he's what you like and then he talks his way out of vagina? Raise your hand if that's ever happened.
Catfished.
Okay. Tell me
I
more.
want him to act like he look. He got muscles on top of muscles. I thought when we got married, it was gonna be like Ving Rhames in the kitchen, butt ass naked, bang, bang, bang with my eggs. He be making eggs and put it on a tray with a fucking flour. He has his shirt off on all of his Instagram photos, baby oil. It's just like dripping all over him. He be pouring water all over me. I thought I was getting that. I thought I was getting like a supermodel, like boy, like yeah, like.
I was working out and it was hot and I put water on my body. It wasn't baby oil, it was just sweat.
Oh.
I don't do those things. Yeah.
I thought I was gonna get me like, you know, choke. I got like a little choke. You know, he don't want to choke nobody. He want to go on picnics and play Uno.
Can I interrupt?
No. Listen, I want a picnic that leads to dick.
What
and
the
all his picnics just be having fun. Where's the fun if there's no sex? I got allergies. He want to bring Claret and D. The only D I need is his dick. I would like to have a stuffy nose, and I want to choke on some dick with a stuffy nose.
Well, I have Sudafed as well if you ever need that.
I just want to make sure I heard that correctly. You want to choke on some dick with the stuffy nose.
Is that her husband?
That sounds like a good time to me.
Hold on.
He caring about.
Is this real? No. This is staged. I was about to say that's incredible. Ladies, have you ever been in the situation where you meet a guy and physically he's what you like and then he talks his way out of vagina? Raise your hand if that's ever happened. Wow, we're all just gonna lie. We're all just gonna lie today.
Yep.
Go ahead. Especially in Miami. Especially
in the DMs, I'm like, oh my god, you're like cute and have a body and are successful, and then like they slide in the DMs fucked up, or they be like, send up. It's just weird, and I'm like, oh, I'm all set. Like it's very. I'm sure you maybe teach your.
I teach guys to never hit on women. Period.
Yeah, it's so precarious. It's so precarious because they could be a triple threat, and the second they. I'm like, that's all. That'll do it. I'm all set.
For me to hit on a woman, she has to do something to deserve me hitting on her.
I mean,
that's it.
1,400 cc's.
You know, I'm clearly very grown. I'm a grown woman. Like, I'm very assertive. And so, I don't know.
The mystery that you like, that you crave. It's like you keep asking questions and you don't know the answer, but you want to know more. Mm-hmm. Yep. And then it just keeps you guessing on your toes. And I don't know, it's exciting, but scary, but also
the intrigue.
How about a man who leads? I think that's what she was looking for.
Which is exactly
well, that's very misogynistic for you guys to clap at that.
You've got to keep up the mystery. You have to keep up the unknowability.
We love men. We love safe, divine masculinity. Like us, we love it. It's just few and far between.
It's incredibly misogynistic what you just said. We're going to get canceled. What a patriarchal belief that men should lead.
I mean,
I feel like I run into that a lot in Vegas where men look good and then they come up to me with confidence, and then 2 seconds after the initial approach, it just becomes so weird, and I don't know what happens or why.
It's because they open up their mouth.
No,
yeah, they're so hot and they open up their mouth.
I feel like what happens is that they basically watch like Mike's classes on like how to approach women, but then have nothing to say after that.
Okay, I got it from here. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, like it's one of those.
If they were watching my classes on how to approach women, they would not hit on you, and it would not be weird.
They only got the first 2 episodes down, and then after that,
that is
like,
oh shit, she's not pushing me away. What do I do now?
Like, as somebody who was born and raised in Miami, it's not what I'm used to. What I'm used to is like men that do lead, men that will ask you on dates, men that do. And I tell my friends all the time, I almost want to move back to Florida because I felt like I had a better and healthier dating life there than I do here. Yeah, really? I don't date here at all. At all. Well, it's not toxic. It's just crazy. Like the craziest dates I have ever been on were here, and it was first dates, and I was like scared and never wanted to leave the house again.
Why did you move to Vegas then?
I actually had an ex move me out. So we were together when we moved out here, and I really like it here. I met friends here. I met Mike and come on this all the time. So it's like,
wait, hold on. You come on this?
Wait, hold on. Listen.
On this show.
Hold on.
Mike.
All you guys in the chat. All you guys in the chat.
Crazy day. I want to hear the crazy
Wait, time out. All you guys in the chat who think you can change her. Who think you can make Natalie the what? Who think you can change Natalie and make her happy? Put a 1 in the chat. We're gonna put her IG in the description there. Okay.
Oh wait, no,
all
now
the guys who can change
there.
her. All the guys who can change her. She's coming up. You guys apply. Okay.
You've been in Vegas for
I'm
how long?
so nervous now that he just said that. I'm like, well, don't put my IG. I want to say it's been over a year, and I just want to clarify if I'm coming on anything, it'd be his super hot girlfriend over him. No offense.
Wait, I was gonna say just more on that dynamic though. It's like whenever, like, okay, you know Clav better than I do, and I really want to like the guy because I have used his videos and like my openers on the Rational Mail. But like when I'm seeing him interact with women, it's like he's really, I mean, he's got the look, right? So women are intrigued by his look and they want to hang out with him. But it seems like when he's like trying to interact with them, it falls apart for him.
Socially clunky, I like to call it.
I've seen people say, hey, the reason why women are talking to Clavicular is because he has a streamer with him and there's a big light shining on him. And then I've heard Clavicular say the reason I got rejected by a woman is because I was streaming. I'm like, it can't be both.
No, it is both. I'll tell you why. We have a camera on you with a light. People think you're famous.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Girls are like, oh, who is that guy?
Yeah.
So by default,
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna talk to him to see who he is. And then number 2 is, all right, he is Clavicular. He's everywhere. TikTok, social media. So it's kind of like both factors, I would say.
Sure.
Can I ask, we're talking about like girls rejecting him while he's streaming. Does he think it's like decent women or just in general? Because I feel like the women that you would go for that are quote unquote decent wife material, whatever you want to call them, I don't think they're going to want to jump in front of a camera.
Well, he
while
doesn't
streaming.
think there's any wife women.
To that point,
Right, but like
Hold on.
that's what
Hold
I
on,
mean. Like the
Amy.
girls that
But
are
to
jumping
that
in aren't
point,
that.
if you're worth your salt, you're not gonna go on camera and say, "Oh yeah, here's my phone number." It looks kind of weird. So what I'll say is, he doesn't give a. It's like meeting girls in public. Look at your phone number, smash. That's it. As far as quality girls go, I don't think they'd be on camera saying, "Hey, so and so." So I think in that aspect in Miami, just purely fun. But Rolo, to your point with Clav himself, I think Clav is focused on content as terms of like talking to girls, and see what happens. He's not focused on should I approach better. He's like, "Oh, I'm Clav. What's up?"
Yeah, he's still, I know, he's still funny in his voice.
Yeah.
I'm going to play this really quick because I thought this was pretty
Looks
good.
matters so much more because your personality is correlated with your looks via the halo effect. If 2 people were into video games and one of them was good looking and one of them was not, the good looking guy might be, oh, that's really interesting. That's a unique hobby you have. Might be how someone will react, and they might call the unattractive person playing video games just a nerd. So people are going to perceive your personality, your interests, your hobbies vastly different if you're good looking versus not. So it's a direct correlation. It's easy to convince yourself if you're not an attractive person that this is not a metric that matters when it's arguably one of the most important for your overall well-being.
So real quick, to add in Clav's looks with the clout, it's almost unbeatable.
Yeah.
Now,
for sure.
even not having a mouthpiece, like what you said, Rolo, it doesn't matter because he still has both those factors. To be clear, though, if he had all 3, he's the ultimate Chad.
Well,
Triple threat.
so the thing is, I think everything Clav is saying is true for Clav. But the problem is, if I'm trying to teach Sandeep from New Delhi, who's 5'3", how to talk to women, I can't do the same things.
He's
here.
cooked. He's cooked.
Yeah, but he's not cooked. If he takes my course, I'll show you 100 examples where he's not
looks
cooked.
back
Big
some
dick
point of
energy
view.
is a real thing.
Yeah.
Huh?
Big dick energy. You don't have to have a big dick. You just have to have
It
a big
is,
dick.
but hold
He's
on.
right.
It is,
Wait,
but
like,
imagine,
don't
right?
you want to back it up?
You don't look the part.
Boy, do
You
I have the
energy
video
too,
for
you
you.
will.
Right.
Like, if you know how to use it, but it's all the
Yeah, but
energy.
even with the energy, if it looks terrible or not to up to your par, then what's the point of having the energy?
No, because I'm attracted to a certain type, but like there's this thing called big, like the way they talk.
What's your
the way
type?
Black men.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Bam.
I can tell.
My last name's Compton Jackson. I'm like the blackest white girl you'll ever meet.
We love that.
Yeah.
But like even this Indian dude, like he's a friend of my dude's. Like the way he talks and opens, like the way he moves. I'm like, I told him, I was like, you have big dick energy. And he was like, wait, what? I was like, I don't give a what your size is, whatever. But the way he carries himself is big dick energy.
Wait, stop. I got the perfect video.